The third kind of learning is around thinking content first. I guess everyone's quite familiar now with mobile first and sort of the way that we need to approach more responsive sites. I think for us, we found the most challenging thing around that is taking what is often desktop content and sort of forcing it into a new mobile first kind of way of thinking. So we started quite early on looking at the content and what we needed to do to fit the new design. Because Amnesty is quite a big news output as well, it has a really high authority, so it was also important from an SEO perspective that we kept a lot of the high authority content and migrated it over, but it obviously had to fit the new site vision as well, so there was a big piece of work to do there. A couple of things that we did. We looked at all of the existing documentation that they had around sort of how content should be produced. So that was brand guidelines, blog guidelines, things around tone of voice, and looked at what it should be for the new site strategy. We did an audit of all of their existing content. So that was looking at their existing web content, but also some of their offline content like magazines, blogs. And we were really looking for what was working well, whether there was any hidden gems that maybe people weren't finding, but actually was really good. We also looked at the content from a performance perspective. So that was looking at the analytics to understand what had particularly high SEO value, where the traffic was coming to, and also sort of any particular problems on the site, sort of where people were bouncing and things like that. That then went into a big gap analysis. So we aligned that to the new site structure and the IA, looking at what content could fit where there might be some gaps. And that then came into a sort of new content plan, massive spreadsheet.